basement of a Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Come on out, 1965, them boys were called upon. Some fist-fighting cowboys in them jungles of Vietnam. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Yeah, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double-cross me. 19 years old, doing the bidding for Uncle Sam. Desert boots strapped on my feet, machine gun in my head. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double-cross me. Come on now. Strapped across my vest, 800 more, and I'm gonna pluck one in your chest. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double-cross me. Oh, 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 I'm a mean motherfucker. Don't you never. I'm a mean motherfucker. So don't you never double-cross me. To pour their love on me like water. Got an ocean full of love that's made for two. We can sail up on the ocean breeze and sunshine feels like you loving me. We got a good thing going on, you know that's true. I'm feeling fine,
me take a sip from your loving cup. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Well, I like waking up lying next to you when the sun's so hot and the sky's so blue. There ain't a single thing I'd rather do than spend all my time making love to you. Ain't got a plan, just a way to live in a big bag of love that we love to give out to the world through song and show. If you're getting on the bus, let's go, go, go. I'm feeling fine, fine, fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Come on, mama, fill me up. Let me take a sip from your loving cup. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine.
Wear a condom? We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
We's back.
We is back.
We is back. We got a guest tonight.
Yay, a guest. Guests are fun.
Mm-hmm. And some chow mein sandwiches, according to Jay.
Still dealing with the hairless face, dude. It's freaking me out a little bit.
You know, oh God, I wish you guys knew more about my personal life, because my buddy that I work with, I know him for years, and he's had a beard basically since the day he fucking got his DD214 and his little dick skinners. He fucking grew a beard, right?
Yeah.
Well, he had to get his respirator fit test the other day, and you can't do it with a beard on. So he fucking, oh God, he shaved his fucking big old biker beard. His wife did, pretty sure about it.
Oh,
he said his dogs like were trying to attack him because they didn't know who he was.
See, my dad had a beard my entire childhood, and my mom hated it. And I believe she said, like, when I was in the 6th grade, I don't remember what grade I was in, but I do remember it traumatized me. Mm-hmm. He came in my room no facial hair. First time ever, like that I remembered in my life. I was traumatized. He never shaved again.
Can you see? We got everything. Jeremy Daniels is here. Fucking Richard. Okay.
Ooh.
Richard's going to get a VSO job, he says. Or he's waiting to hear back from it, but I'm pretty sure he's got it because he's awesome. He's here every week, so he should get a fucking VSO job. So
Who's getting a VSO job? What?
Rich Branco. In a VSO job.
Look at you. You go. I'm gonna have to hit you up.
That's cool,
Having some
man.
Problems with them right now, but
Fuck
yeah.
yeah. Holy shit. The VA is fucking some shit up lately, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting. I applied to get my kids like added onto my shit in like October.
And still nothing?
And still nothing. Yeah. Right? My stepkids and my wife to get added on as dependents. Like, I feel like it shouldn't be that fucking hard, but like, oh, yeah, yep, here's birth certificates, here's your fucking wedding certificates. They're already in Deers.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, they were under you before, right? Weren't they? Weren't y'all already married before you got out?
No.
No. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep, this is
You weren't.
No.
You weren't married.
Nope.
Ah,
I was not.
right.
So yeah, they're fucking some shit up, dude. I'm just like, fuck VA.
Yeah, they screwed a bunch of shit up with my stuff on my my CMP exams that I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I guess they forgot an entire section that they were supposed to do at my first appointment and didn't do it. And so I got called in. And of course, you don't make appointments with these places, these veteran service places that are outside the VA. So you have to take what they give you and make it work, or TS. And yeah, I'm lucky I wasn't gone, like still in Tennessee or something when they decided to tell me, oh, by the way, you have another appointment.
Yep. It's fucking ridiculous. This whole thing, like, I just don't understand the fucking whatever. Cause is here. What's up, Cause? What's up, playa? Phil's here. Phil Leach is here. Fuck, everybody's here, man. It's awesome. I'm so glad. And in the second hour, as far as I know, Big Kenny's supposed to be here from Big and Rich.
Yeah, that's what we hear.
Yep.
That's the lowdown going around.
Yep. And he is a huge supporter of the military and veterans organizations. He's a great dude in real life, and I'm really excited to have him here. So Kaz wants to know what in the 1970s wood paneling is going on there.
So this part of my office was built on to the main building, and it's actually a house, and all of the wood behind me is from their barn in Louisiana. They brought it here and used it to do this addition.
Oh, so it's barnwood. It's not paneling.
Barnwood.
Yeah.
No, it's not 1970s paneling. That would still be at my mother's house, and she covered it with white paint.
Yes. Did she cover it with like drywall mud first to cover in the gaps, or she just painted over it?
No, she just covered it with paint. She did like the Kills primer and then just did like an eggshell white. And so it looks like wood paneling that's white.
Jay's arguing with you. He said it's paneling. Jay said it looks like paneling. Because you know what? Because you know why?
Sure it does.
Because you know why? Hold on. I don't know if you can. Let me. I'm gonna take over something for a minute.
You take over.
Could you look at mine?
Like, yeah, because yours is this way.
Yeah. Well, it's also like
and
actually pallets. It's actually pallet wood. It's like really ghetto and shitty pallet wood. It's not like.
Well, apparently this is nice barnwood from their barn in Louisiana.
Phil said it looks like Old Tongue and Groove.
I only know what they told me.
No, it's fine. It looks nice. I think it. Jay said it's shitlap. Oh yeah, because you're not that far from Joanna Gaines, are you? She's up in Waco, so that's a couple hours away. Yep. Yeah. So everything around you's got to have shiplap on it. She just has like a shiplap, like a mushroom cloud of shiplap that expands out from Waco and just covers everything in that part of Texas. Anywhere in Central Texas. Yep. So,
oh, Lord.
The winds of shiplap have reached you down there.
Yep, that they have, apparently.
That's good,
all
though.
right.
It's all
Couple more
good.
weeks and I'll be in my new office space at the new house. So.
Phil said, fuck the Gaines. Yes. You know what? I've heard that they're not the most pleasant people to work with. Heard that before.
I've heard he only works when the cameras are on a project, that he doesn't actually ever do any physical labor unless a camera is pointing at him.
Hold on a second. How much money do you think they have?
Probably a fuck ton.
Okay.
So I mean,
I'm telling you right now. If I had a fuck ton of money,
you're not picking up a hammer.
I ain't picking up shit. No. I work on a goddamn thing. Phil said facts, big facts, TeeZee, big facts. I worked on their house and barn. Yep.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Telling you.
Jay said it's when they made barns with paneling.
What?
Jay said it's from when they made barns with paneling. Probably.
It was a very old barn, so it's very possible it was a paneling barn.
Okay, but I want to get back to the Gaineses.
Okay, let's get back to the Gaineses.
Okay, so because I'm going to just go with the fact that he's a contractor. Okay, and a lot of the contract, you know, for a while I delivered lumber around here.
Okay.
And it's been my experience that once someone's, you know, once they're the big owners and they actually got some people going, they don't swing a hammer. No shit. No fucking thing. They drive around their pickup and check job sites and go from job site to job site. They don't fucking, I'm not talking about fucking Joe Schmo, who's like him and his two buddies and their carpenters. I'm not saying dude. I'm talking about the big like GC contractors who fucking have 4 or 5 projects going at once. They're not swinging it. They'd probably actually rather be swinging a hammer. Honestly, the ones that I met, they'd rather be fucking working than having to deal with the paperwork and the loans and the bank and the fucking health insurance and the fucking workman's comp and all. They don't want to do that shit.
That's why I don't want to be a boss.
Nope.
I am perfectly happy being someone's employee.
Spanky said, I am here with a hammer. Spanky brought her hammer. Nice.
Oh, Spanks. Did you bring a hammer? Look what I'm wearing, Spanky. She's got one too.
Nice.
It's been a long week. I know.
You know what? It's been a long week for me too, here in the old.
I don't know what it is, man. It's just, it feels like it's already the middle of next week and we haven't even finished this week. Like I'm already tired for tomorrow.
I know.
I'm tired for Friday. Yeah, I'm already tired for Friday.
I had a long day today. And
you said you're getting close to time to
we are getting close to harvest. And so we're doing we're starting to strip a lot of the extra foliage off. And so basically all we're leaving is like the buds, right? Some of our fucking buds are the size of my head, dude.
That's a big bud.
They look, one of the guys at work calls them a Jamaican dick on a stick. But they're like seriously, I'm not even joking. They're like from this part of my arm to like my fist and about that big around.
Well, I looked at those pictures of the ones you showed me like 2 weeks ago, and those were already like ridiculous.
So, okay, Jay, he said he planted $1 million idea, but hold on, I got $1 million idea. And I was thinking about this today when we were working. Actually, I thought about it the other day. You know how like bougie white bitches want to like go to orchards and pick their own apples or pumpkin patches and get their own blumpkins and shit?
I've heard about it.
Okay.
I haven't done it.
But you know what I'm talking about. People do that shit, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we do that with weed? And you grow weed and people can go pick their own buds and shit and you just charge them by the ounce or some shit. And they can like bring their kids in a fucking wagon or whatever.
Help mommy and daddy pick out their buds.
Spanky said she's gonna quit her job and come work with me. Dude, it's fucking great. It's seriously, it's such a no stress environment. It's great. It's absolutely fantastic. The only hard part is working with stoners. Like they just forget fucking shit all the time, dude.
Is it hard to keep them on task?
Jay said a bud maze. Yep. See, we can incorporate all of it. And the kids can like slide down a fucking a slide, and instead of being landing in corn, they can land in like all the seeds and stems, all the trim. See?
I don't know. Is that? Do you think that'd get covered by insurance?
I don't know. Most people come that.
Hey, you never know it doesn't work until you try it and someone has told you.
Yep. Spanky said, you know what she say, goddamn good and well, which kind of employee I'm going to be. So let's leave it at that. Hey, I don't give it. But here's the deal. I don't give a fuck. I don't really care. The only time that I give a shit is like, okay, because I don't smoke. And I don't give a shit if people do. I think people should. I think it's way better than a lot of the pills like the VA gives us and shit, right? 100%. But like when it's like HR and like I've been there.
HR person.
I've been there long enough to get like benefits and I still don't have my ID to, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So
stoners are hard to keep on task.
Those kids would get sticky. Yes. Oh, dude. Like that's why TeeZee texted me earlier. She's like, "Can I get on early? Want to check my audio and stuff?" I'm like, "I've got to shower," because I was just like sticky, like it. And I wore like a hoodie today because it just like And I can look. I got all the. You could probably smoke my hoodie and get high off of it. There's so much. I've been just digging through trichomes all day.
Next time I visit, I'm excited. I'm going all the way to see you next time. Screw Colorado. I want to check his job out.
Smeggy said she said 2 of the most stressful careers ever, so I deserve to be a career stoner. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, you do.
Yep. Find the seeds in the stem sack. Absolutely. See, we can make this shit work. And it probably, honestly, like it'd probably be good for a lot of those kids. Yes. God, my wife gets so mad. I come home from work and she's like changing the garage, and I'm like, yes, ma'am.
That's what my mom made me do when I worked at Taco Bell when I was 16. She hated the smell. That's why I said, well, you could smell like stale tacos. That's what I smelled like, apparently. My mother hated it. She made me go in through the garage, change in the laundry room before I came inside.
Yep. And that's the way our house is, like garage, laundry room, rest of the house.
Yep. There you go. Yeah, my mom hated it. She was like, I hate this job that you have. I mean, I'm glad you're employed, but I hate it. So I quit and got a job at a bed and breakfast.
Phil said we should have seed-filled hacky sacks. Yes. Yes.
So are seeds not something important?
Well, you can't smoke them. I mean, you can, I guess.
I'm not weed smoking educated.
Jay said a pie eating contest, 50 milligrams of pie.
50.
Jeremy said he started as a medical marijuana patient thanks to his MS. Yeah, that sucks, dude. I'm glad you can treat it. Is it working? Like, I've always wondered that. Like, okay. So my baseline for medical marijuana has been friends of mine that have dealt with things like PTSD, and the pills made them worse. And, almost made them more suicidal and pushed them more towards the edge. And as they started using marijuana as a treatment for that, it's actually helped them. Same with seizures. A buddy of mine had seizures real bad and started smoking, and he doesn't smoke. He has like the you can get like vapes that have it in them or whatever, and he kind of uses that.
Yeah, because I had a friend that was taking Lamictal for seizures, and the side effects from the Lamictal was like, it was horrible. Apparently, it's just really bad stuff. And so they told her she had an option because she lives in a state where they have medical marijuana, and they were like, hey, you can do this instead. And it helped her seizures, and she swears by it.
Yep. Phil said he emptied the seeds, and if they're good, try to grow them. Yeah.
Oh.
And Jay said he said the THC makes some people paranoid. I've heard that, and I wonder. I think some of that may be, maybe like the legality of it. You know what I mean? If you're somewhere where it's not illegal, or if you have a card. I know I was talking to a couple of people at work, though. They were saying, they got their cards, and it's still like weird going in. They're like, it's like buying condoms as an adult. Like, so it's fine to do it, but you still kind of feel weird doing it. Yeah.
I still feel that way when we go.
Yeah. I'm like in my 40s.
And we have to go to one. I'm like, I shouldn't be here. My mom might find out, But then again, I give my mom gummies, so she knows.
Jeremy said he's off all his medications using solely joints. MS is found to be medication resistant after years. I've heard that. I hope that, hope you can treat it and live with it. So, Phil also told his mom to get her card after New York legalized it, and she used to get bad seizures. Is it helping? It's the anxiety if you've never done it too. Yeah, I get it. Because okay, take someone like me. I'm not going to say I've never smoked, because I smoked a handful of times in my life. Mm-hmm. I've been high less in my life than some of the people I work with have been high this week. You know what I mean? I can count on one hand how many times I smoked weed, and probably less than that I've actually gotten high off it. And like, it's just not my bag. I don't hate it. It's just not for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
it was not my thing when I was younger. It was never. And the only reason really gummies that I do now and the occasional vape is, of course, I'm in Texas, so it's Delta 8, Delta 9, but it's for my anxiety and sleep. Mm-hmm. It really, I mean, I have tried every sleep medication under the freaking sun. Mm-hmm. And no, I can't.
I've heard that too with sleep, with insomnia. It's supposed to treat insomnia.
It works. It helps. It really helps.
And migraines. I wish I kind of want to try it just for my migraines. I get migraines so bad. Yeah. It'd be nice to have something other than the fucking pills that the VA's giving me for it.
I'm on pills from the VA for migraines too, but I never thought
that
about
sucks.
Gummy.
PowerPoint works for sleep.
Now I got to find somebody to come in my room every night and put me to sleep with a PowerPoint slide.
This is something I agree with, and I don't, and it's only for certain jobs. Phil said his mom can't. She's a defense auditor for DCAA, and I understand it to a point. Like I said, just dealing with some of the people I deal with at work, and my buddy who's the boss man there, he's like, fucking stoners. I hate working with fucking stoners. Because I mean, like, there's a difference between people who use and people who are like fucking burnt out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some of the people that I work for are burnt the fuck out. But I mean, like, if you're in a position like that, like, I know people who can, you know, especially people who use it as medicine, go home, use it, like you're talking about, go to sleep, feel better.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Yep. That's what I do.
But like, I understand people like in certain professions, like, I don't want my kids' teachers being all fucked up at work. But you know what I mean? When they're at home, you should be able to take care of it. Exactly. Same as that. But here's the deal. It's not just weed. I don't want my fucking kids' teachers drunk either. I don't want them on meth. I don't want them all fucked up on painkillers either.
No.
You know what I mean? No. So I understand it. Oh, Jay, you don't want to move all the way up here for a fucking $20 an hour job, dude. It ain't worth it. Actually, it's only like 17. It's a long way for. I mean, it's a cool job. I like it. I took a hell of a pay cut going there, but I needed to for my mental health. And this job, like, even if it wasn't marijuana, it's just like I go and sit and I play with plants, and there's something calming about that. You know what I mean? Even if you were just growing tomatoes in your backyard. So
I just got a message from my son.
Is everything okay?
A tree went down.
Like in your house?
That's what fucking tree? And no answer.
Oh, nice.
Jay, a tree in my yard, a tree onto my house. What are you talking about?
Jay, I'm in South Dakota. But anyway, you gotta go?
No, thank God. It's in my next door neighbor's tree.
Oh, did it end up on the next door neighbor's house or your house?
It didn't end up on my house.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's another. He just wanted to make sure our power was still on at our house because it's right around.
Oh yeah,
it's by our house, but it's not our. Don't send me that shit without specifics.
I know, it's like when fucking kids do this shit all the time, dude.
I'm like, what tree? Our tree? Did something fall on my house? I need to know. No, it was across the street.
Fucking kids. Scaring you for no reason.
Yeah, and he's 29. He's known me for a while. He should know better than
he should know better than to fucking send some open-ended bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Phil said she has no excuse, really. I'm a GS and Alice Partake. Yeah, dude. Is it near North Dakota? It's just south of North Dakota. I'm one state south of North Dakota.
Look, Todd loves all our veterans. Thank you, Todd.
Yeah, thanks, Todd. No, but Phil said he's a GS and also partakes. And I get that. And like I said, I'm torn on that. Because I feel like
I think it's more of a case-by-case basis for like what your job is. Like if you're doing high security stuff that you're typing into a computer all day and any little mess up could, I don't know what a good idea it would be to sit there and be stoned.
Get fucking baked out of your gourd for no reason. Yeah, I mean, I understand both arguments of it.
And I know different strands affect you differently. So
yep.
like maybe somebody does a strand that doesn't make them a zombie like it makes me and makes me go to sleep. So, I mean, but again, it's like, do I want my kids, junior high or high school teachers stoned and teaching them? I mean, it wouldn't be much worse than me teaching them.
Yeah, because I'm fucking dumb as shit. Jay, so I'll be, okay, I am in very western South Dakota, and I'm about a 3-hour drive to North Dakota, 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on how I drive.
You're where it gets cold in the winter.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy said if it's done in moderation and appropriately, it's like alcohol and over-the-counter medications. Absolutely. Yeah. I 100% agree with that statement. But what I run into is people who I feel as though, and this is coming from the place I work at, and I guess that I'm 100% very pro medical marijuana, but I feel like some people use the medical excuse to do it way too much.
To just sit around and be trashed.
Yep. And that's where I'm trying to find balance, because I 100% agree with, and this is on the rec side. This is that I'm not even trying to say this is using as medicine. That, and like we talked about earlier, I don't want, if I'm driving down the road, I don't want the other driver driving next to me to be fucked up on anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't want my kids' teachers fucked up on anything. I don't want that semi-truck driver fucked up on anything, or the road construction guy, or whatever. Like, there are jobs you have to show up to and be sober. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
And there's jobs you don't. If you want to be a fucking dog walker, if you want to work with me at the fucking weed farm and be fucked up, honestly, like if you're sitting there picking fucking leaves, you'd be stoned as fuck. Fucking like we have dudes who like their job is to trim buds. Like when we harvest, like we hang the shit up, cure it, whatever, and then that's their job all day is to fucking sit there with scissors and fucking trim buds. And those guys are fucking stoned out of their gourd all day. You know what? Fuck it. That doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like the
not lifting heavy mechanical equipment either.
No, I feel like the gal in HR who needs to make sure I get my fucking paycheck and get my child support put in and shit like that should be right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's different.
And if she wants to go home and get fucked up, go home and get fucked up. But worked on Murder Mountain. I want to work on a Murder Mountain. That'd be cool as shit.
There's something in Montana.
That's why Jeremy said that's why there's always seeds. Probably because they're all fucked up. The guys are all fucked up in there. Oh, they do actually do a really good job. But no, I really think that, and I think that sometimes people do take that as, well, it's my medicine. Okay, dude, I get it, your medicine, but like, come on now. Yeah. But no, I like I said, there's moderation to it, and I think that, but like I said, you can, if you go down right now and pull muscle in your back, and the doctor gives you a bunch of oxys, you can abuse those a whole lot worse than you can fucking medical marijuana. You know what I mean? Like, you go to the fucking VA and they'll give you a fucking Otto was a bus driver, not one accident. The bus driver from The Simpsons.
Oh God.
But I'm just saying, like, you have to be responsible with it. And I feel like that's where we sometimes can't draw the line. People can't. One of the gals today, she fucked up a bunch of weights on stuff, and she's just like, well, and my buddy was like fucking stoners, and she's like, you see me sober, I'm worse when I'm sober. Bitch, no, you're not. Like, come on, you fucked up. Just be like, hey, I made a mistake. That's all it takes. Sometimes people make mistakes, and that's okay. You know what I mean?
think
I make
lots of
mistakes sober
mistakes.
and fucked up. I don't even get fucked up. I make mistakes.
I
You know
can
what I
make
mean?
mistakes in my sleep.
Mm-hmm. But there's something about, and then you just like you own it and be like, oh, yep, sorry, I made a mistake.
Mm-hmm. My bad.
So
Who knew? What? I used to do union commercial roofing in New York. We used to smoke a blunt. Good Lord. Phil used to smoke a lot. Phil still smokes a lot, I believe.
good for him, though. I wish I could smoke a lot. Not that much.
Oh,
That's a fucking
Phil.
lot. I don't want to be in a roof, fucking sober or not sober.
Mm-mm. I don't want to be up on top of anything.
No, that sounds
ever.
dumb as fuck. I don't like being on roofs. I don't like it. It's whatever. Fuck it. Meh, meh. Fucking being on roofs.
Refurbish barnwood to look like paneling. Jackass. That's it, Jay. We're about to fight.
Holly said she's treated her autism and chronic PTSD since she was 12. That's Nashville for you, though. Yeah, but did you treat it? Did you treat it with medical marijuana, or did you treat it with something else? You're
Jay.
welcome. Love it.
Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it.
But I do. I wonder
Jay's got
sometimes
jokes.
when people like can't fucking handle their shit. Like, I don't know.
I know when I've had too much. And
CBD
I just
oil.
Go to bed.
I could
Oh,
probably.
CBD oil. CBD oil. CBD oil. I think that the verdict is still out on whether CBD oils and lotions actually do a lot. Personally, me, I haven't really noticed a difference. They gave me some CBD balm and oil and stuff for my shoulders, and I haven't really. Doesn't feel like it's doing anything really, but.
You know, I've heard both on that.
Yeah.
I've heard some people that swear by it, and then some people are just like, it's fucking dog shit. I'll never do it. Like, it doesn't work.
I
for
do
me.
give CBD chews to my dogs.
Do those help? They didn't help. They didn't help my dog.
I'll send you I had to go through like 3 or 4 different brands before I found one that actually works. I'll send it.
Well, now I've got, the little dogs, but when we had the big dog, they didn't work on her at all.
Oh, I have to have it from. You've heard my little ones.
Yep.
They're insane.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I finally found one that works for them. It chills them out, makes them not near as crazy.
I treat the wood with oil instead of Quaker State. Holly said it works wonders, especially with the ADHD/DISM. Yeah. Jeremy's got everyone's I'm not even trying to use that word. Is different. Everyone's body is different. Yep. It takes a lot of trial and error to figure out what actually works for you individually. 100%. I 100% agree with that. And that's why I really dislike when people take potential medicines and throw them away because they don't work. You know what I mean? And we'll talk with CBD oil. Like, I know people that swear by it, and I know people that say it doesn't work for them. And it's the same thing with whatever, aspirin. I don't fucking even take Motrin anymore because it doesn't fucking work for me anymore.
No, your military body built up a freaking immunity to it.
I dose my malachi with PCP and mushrooms. Oof. Oh, hold on a second. So who's smarter than I am that can explain microdosing mushrooms to me and how that fucking helps people out?
I don't know. I just got mushroom gummies a couple weeks ago, and I haven't tried them yet. But they're supposed to help with anxiety. I don't know. We'll find out.
Fucking coach. What do you hear? What do you say? Looks like my high ass came at the right time. Buddy, we've been talking about drugs for like the last fucking 36 minutes. So you're good. But
good Lordy.
But so someone one of the stoners at work. Actually, you know what? The first time I heard about this wasn't even from one of the stoners at work. It was this guy. He was when I was doing the vet job, and he's pretty fucked up. He's
I
like,
drink mushroom tea. Is that the same as microdosing? I don't know. I get some tea that I order online. I mean, some coffee that I order online called Daily Dose, DOZE, and it's mushroom coffee.
but
mushroom infused.
But like magic mushroom infused, or just like regular ass fucking mushrooms?
I don't know. It just said mushroom.
Oh,
and I thought I'd try it.
Malty. His Malty is a Maltese Chihuahua mix.
Oh, I bet it's so cute.
I kind of want one. I don't need a fucking another dog though.
I heard today that they're only Chihuahuas if they come from the actual part of Mexico.
They are cute as fuck now.
Are they?
Oh my god, yes, they're cute.
Oh, thanks, Jay. Now I need another dog.
Neurological versus psychedelic. Are you talking about for
mushrooms?
Yeah. Neurodivergence would definitely benefit from medical marijuana, some Holly says.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree with that. I don't see, and this is where I go down this rabbit hole, because people like know way more than I do about it. And I just like, and I don't really give a shit. Like, I'm not trying to fucking land a bunch of cool drugs to take. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's whatever. It's whatever.
It's whatever.
Mm-hmm. I've heard shrooms are like hitting the reset button for PTSD. I've never tried it, but I'm a chicken shit. And see, this is the one. Okay, I kind of got on this and I backed off it. So one of the guys I used to work with when I was doing, they actually worked for me. He was like 100% PTSD, 100% rated for PTSD. So he had some issues, and he would talk about like microdosing with mushrooms. And I was like, just don't come into work all fucked up, dude. Don't give a shit. I kind of dismissed it. And then like the more people talk about it, I've heard that too, about like it's like a reset and it'll help kind of get you over PTSD. And I don't know.
I've heard that also about ketamine. People that do the ketamine
therapy. Uh-huh.
For PTSD.
Jay said the VA is going to be like the lounge scene from Fear and Loathing someday.
Everybody's just sitting around.
Fuck, dude. It's kind of how it is now.
It's getting that way. Except for them old men.
You know what, though? Like, that's kind of, I don't know. Okay. I know a lot of people like, you know, like my parents' age and your parents' age. Your parents are probably a little bit older, just a little bit older than mine, but like as those guys, all those old like Vietnam vets and shit actually retire and can just fucking do what they want. Of course they smoked weed. And, dude, I've seen videos of fucking dudes like smoking weed out of the shotgun, like literally out of a fucking 870 shotgun in fucking Vietnam. You know what I mean? They pulled them trench sweepers out and fucking packed a bowl in the fucking chamber. Like,
and Vietnam vets, they don't play, man.
Fuck
They're
no.
The ones you don't want to sit around and smoke with.
Yep, Holly.
You jacked up.
Holly, I agree with it. She said natural is always better than chemicals or whiskey. I 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. Anything that you can do, you know. But hold on a second. Okay, so some of that shit that like we grow at work, like some of that stuff is like 30 to 32% THC. You know what I mean? It's not like that fucking those dudes in Vietnam that were smoking weed out of a shotgun. Those guys had like fucking 6%. You know what I mean? Like this shit, that 30-something% will fucking knock you on your ass, I guess. You know, like that's not a plaything anymore. So I wonder how natural that is as we kind of fuck with it more and more and more. You know what I mean? So our shit, so it depends on the strain that we grow. We have like 8 different strains that we grow. And some of it is like, yeah, Jeremy said his average is 22.1. A lot of our stuff averages about that. We have some shit that's up to 30, and we have some stuff, I think our lowest is like 19, but a lot of our stuff averages between like 22 and 25. So, I mean, it's pretty, but and honestly, a lot of the flower, we kind of select our buds, and then the rest of it just goes to biomass and gets turned into edibles or vape cartridges.
Oh.
A lot of the stuff that we actually probably only keep about, of the stuff we actually harvest, we probably only keep about a third of it for flower, and the rest of it gets just sent right to biomass. But since it's state, we have to have it all tested. They test it for fungus and bugs and chemicals and stuff like that. And so,
well, that's good. It means it's nice and pure and clean. And...
Well, yeah, and if it doesn't, like, it goes to extraction and they run it through like methanol or I don't know. I don't exactly know how the extraction shit works, but yeah. Back in the day, 15 hits would get me high for the remainder of the night. Now just 2 vape hits and I'm good. Shit's better now. And you have excess carts. Yeah. Those fucking cartridges they're no joke, man. They're no joke.
10 milligram gummy, and I'm on my butt. So.
Yep. Well, and they have like fucking, they have like the sodas and they have like, they don't have them in South Dakota, but if I was going to I saw them and like my little fat boy belly got happy. They're like Rice Krispie treats. I was like,
I saw there's some chick on, I don't know, she's on like all the social medias and she gets really, really high off of an edible or something. And then comes back like 2 hours later and then tries to do like a makeup or costume or something. She's just hilarious. But now I see her taking like a little tiny vial, almost like a little bitty syringe. And is it resin? Is it live resin? Is that what she's putting on there? Because I don't know. But she's pretty.
They have that's like a dab. That's like that resin dab or some shit. And you have to get it like fucking super red hot. I don't know a whole lot about them, but
yeah, I've just recently seen it on one of her little videos, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Mm-hmm.
But it gets her tanked, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, wax.
To watch her.
Yeah, Jay said it's wax. Yeah, that's what that shit's called.
Never eat the third. Never eat the third edible. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, and there's so many, and it's just cool. Like, I don't even get mad, whatever. But I don't even fucking. There's so many different fucking ways to get high nowadays off the same shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
168 1-gram joints monthly. That's a lot. Is it though?
Is it? I mean, you know,
like are they
days in a month, and you divide that, and they're only 1 gram a piece. That's not that much.
No.
I'll eat. Okay, last night, for example,
it's 5 to 6 a day.
Milligram gummy, because why not? It was Tuesday.
Yeah, because fuck it. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I took 1 gummy. That's more than he did in a whole day, in a whole month almost. That's not bad. You go, boy. Go, Jeremy.
Well, I think my thing is like, you know, does it work for you? As long as it works for you and you're good with it, fucking do what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If it's helping, man.
Yeah, fuck it.
We don't kink shame here.
Fuck no, dude. Do what you want.
We don't. None of that.
Mm-hmm.
None of it.
Yep. The only time I'd shame you for it is if you fucking go do dumb shit. Like you get high and go fuck up some shit. Like I get high and then I go fucking jump my motorcycle over fucking bridges and shit.
No.
You know,
I take gummies and become one with my bed and watch Class B horror flicks. That's the fun stuff.
See, I just chill. Like I don't, like I said, I don't do it, but that's whatever. I'm too old to start new tricks.
You know, you need to quit saying you're old when I know I outage you by quite a bit.
Yeah, but I'm too old to start new tricks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm that old dog new tricks thing.
Okay. That I get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't trying to learn no new shit.
No, and I'm good. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're happy. There you go. That's all that
matters.
matters.
I'm super happy. I got my job. My life's awesome. I mean, there's always things I can improve on. I feel like this most people.
Seem a lot less stressed.
I am
with the new job.
Considerably less stressed. Well, and I feel like as I sit here and look back on it, I know for the last like fucking 6. Honestly, for the last year and a half, it was like constantly worried about, am I going to have a fucking job tomorrow? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
mm-hmm.
Yes. Fucking sports bar. You know how Legion Halls and VFW posts are nothing but cheap bars, whatever turn them into cheap dispensaries and sooner lounges. Yes.
Your enrollment would increase. Yeah, it probably would increase if you had a dispensary at the VFW. Hell yeah. All them vets would be up in there.
Jeremy said it costs less than my Social Security. VA confirmed through MRIs marijuana is the only thing that's worked. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I have no problem with people taking medicine that helps them. And I don't care what that medicine is.
Marijuana would get rid of tinnitus, this boy would be on it.
Yep.
He'd be smoking all the marijuana to get rid of the tinnitus. I'll guarantee.
I'd say if it fucking would do shit for my migraines, I would fucking take it. I'd smoke marijuana. Or actually, like I said, I'd be more in tune probably to do some edibles, especially them fucking, because they were Rice Krispie treats, but they were like Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats. And they had like the chocolate ones too. I was like, fuck yeah, the Cocoa Pebble Rice Krispie treats. And I was like, fuck, man. And one of the guys at work was like,
Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats the other week.
Yeah, but did you?
No, because the kids were eating them.
I mean, that wouldn't stop me at all. Maybe my fucking kids would leave me alone.
My daughter might not be happy if I was dosing a 13-year-old grandson. She'd be like, why? Why were you feeding him edible?
Oh, Jeremy said he had 49 MRIs since 2007. Dude, that sucks.
Oh, fuck that. I can't get through one of them without being sedated. I twitch too much.
That's what you gotta have fucking take a hit. Go get an edible and then fucking go take your MRI.
Yeah, that's probably a bad idea. I'd fall asleep. They wouldn't be able to wake me up. It'd be a mess.
Yeah, I don't want to do any of that. It sounds fucking tough. I fucking hate MRIs. Holly said to try indica. I'd avoid hybrid at all cost. Yeah,
I do indica at night. That's what helps me sleep.
Into couch.
Because indica puts you in the couch.
Oh, Jay said he takes acid before MRI. Tripping balls. Like the fucking.
Jay also thinks that this barnwood is freaking. What did he call it again?
Paneling.
Paneling.
Tongue and groove paneling or some shit.
Tongue and groove. 1970s ish. I don't know if I can just get my camera to quit freaking out again.
G said, because fuck it. That's the best answer of the day, because fuck it.
Because why? Because fuck it.
Because why the fuck not? Because don't be beach. Don't be beach. It's like seer training.
Jay's is bringing it all out tonight.
It makes sense, though.
True story.
Oh,
excuse me. It's a little gassy up top, not down below.
My fucking tummy's been rumbling all day.
Did you eat?
Yes, I ate. I even ate and everything. It's been since the minute I woke up this morning. I've had an upset stomach.
Oh, I hope you're not getting icky yuckies.
I think I'm good. I think I'm all right.
Eat some yogurt.
No.
It'll.
I think I'm getting slightly lactose intolerant.
Oh, then definitely don't eat no yogurt. That will be bad. Did you drink milk today?
No.
Did you have cheese today?
I had cheesy bratwurst for lunch. But I said it's been since the minute I woke up this morning. It's not like something I ate today.
So I'm thinking it can't be like based off of.
No, it's not. It's just sometimes shit happens. So.
Poor Radar woke up with an upset
My
tummy.
little tummy hurts.
Did you tell you why? Did she care?
Did anyone watch the roast of Tom Brady? A waste of my Kiss career, if you ask me. Yeah, I've heard fucking.
Nope.
I heard it was. There has been little snippets on TikTok, and then that's about it. Lactose intolerance is a myth, and see, I've made this argument for a long time that it is, and then now. Did you drive past Taco Bell? I did. I drive past just driving past it gives me the fucking shit. But and I get gut aches, but it's not always from fucking lactose either. But like it doesn't help anything. You know what I mean?
Do you have IBS from when you were in the service?
I do. I do. That's part of it.
Explains a lot more. That is definitely part of it.
Yeah. I do got me some IBS problems and shit like that, and it's just kind of flared up today. So
you're gonna have that sometimes.
Yeah, and I put in a claim for it because it is if you deploy downrange, it is presumptive.
Yep.
So
that's what I got it for. That's when I was gone.
Yeah, I haven't checked my shit in a long time actually. Because I had to reset my password and I had the app on my phone, the VA app. Jay said, "Eat ice cream, take a shit, move on." Yes. Don't be a pussy. Don't be beach.
Best diet ever, lactose intolerance diet.
My lactose intolerance diet.
Just eat nothing but dairy. You'll be thin in no time.
Nothing but dairy. But no, a lot of that is my fucking my IBS. I'm sure of it. I probably had like celery or something, and it just fucking you're done.
You like dreamed about something
that
you shouldn't eat, and your stomach said, "Nope, gonna fuck up his day."
Mm-hmm.
I'm on it.
God, I wonder if medical marijuana fixes that. Should ask.
Hey, it might. I know it helped with my nausea after my surgery because I refused to take pain meds. Like I won't take like the codeine or the oxy or any of that stuff. So I just did edibles, and it helped. It helped with my nausea after surgery. It like made it all go away. So it might.
I've heard that. Well, because the wife, when she had her shoulder surgery, was having a lot of issues with nausea with her medicine. Yeah. So.
Sure. Hey, next time I get a migraine, which is hard for me because I'm on the daily preventative, so I really don't get that many. But next time I get a migraine, I'm going to take a gummy just to see if it helps, so I can tell you. I'm going to do research just for you.
You're going to, yay.
It'll be hard, but I'm going to do it. Sounds like some type of mission I should be on.
Oh, yeah, I need to get some shit figured out.
Oh, and by the way, this is actually good. Oh, you're the only one that knows what I'm drinking.
Yes.
Okay, so I like it though. It's good.
Jay said we're raising kids who are afraid of toast.
Afraid of what?
Toast. Okay, hold on.
I'm confused.
I'm going to go off on a little rant here, okay?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Fucking peanut allergies. When you were a kid, seriously, did you ever meet anybody when you were a child who was so allergic to fucking peanut butter they couldn't even be like in the same building with it?
No, because I am highly allergic to pecans and walnuts, and I have 2 pecan trees in my front yard, and I'm highly allergic. But guess what? Not just because I pick up a pecan or hold it or get anywhere near it. I have to actually ingest it for me to have a reaction.
Yep.
So no, I don't know anybody that is that allergic to peanuts.
See, I know people who are like allergic, like if they eat it, they will actually fucking get sick. Brittany said Agent Orange grandkids allergic to everything. But when they're like, oh, you can't even have peanut butter like in the block around the school because one kid might blow up and die. Like, what the fuck? If that would have been
not supposed to bring any snacks to school that have peanut butter in them at all.
Yeah.
Stupid.
See, and I'm allergic to shellfish, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure nobody's bringing shrimp to school, but if they are, they're not rubbing it down your throat.
No, but like when I go places, okay, like there's places in Deadwood that do like prime rib and crab leg buffets, right? Mm-hmm. I'm fine as long as I don't put a crab leg in my mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I could imagine these kids that are like this fucking allergic to peanut butter. When I was a kid, we would have held them down and rubbed peanut butter on them.
Yeah, just to see if it caused a rash or something.
Like, don't be beach. That should have been the fucking mantra of the show.
Like the chicken pox. Just rub them on another kid with the allergy and they'll build up an immunity.
Yes, maybe that's what they need to do is like, I don't know, just
rub
eat some.
Rub them down with some peanut butter and get them immune to it.
Fucking something. I just don't get it, man.
No, that is definitely extreme. I don't remember ever anybody saying to my parents.
Jay said he's a quarter elephant on his mom's side, so peanuts are fine. Just from the waist down, it's fine.
That's okay. Jay also said that migraines are linked to a chemical in wood paneling.
Could be. I don't have any paneling in my house, though.
God, jokes.
I do
Well,
wonder
let's not tell
sometimes.
the military that, because then they'll say that it was a pre-existing condition since my parents had wood paneling in my house growing up, and maybe I won't get my 10% anymore.
Yeah. Gary said, let him play in the dirt and drink from the water hose. It cures all. Yeah. I don't.
Well, that isn't that what that one Franklin D. Roosevelt did. He like went to go play with the kids in the water, and that's how he got polio.
Maybe.
It might be a bad idea.
Oh, hey, our guest is on. So we're gonna cut to a quick break, and we'll get him lined up, and we'll be good to go. So we'll put everyone out. All right, shots.
See y'all in a few.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Well, I guess I was born with a gun in my hand. We'd walk the big clear cuts in the pine timberland. Well, the army man told me that I could defend the free. Oh, and draw me a paycheck and get a tech school degree. I said, hey now, Sergeant, that sure does sound fine. Well, the sawmill ain't hiring. Tell me, where do I sign? Won't you light a lantern for me? I'll be gone, but not long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on? And they still hold a gun, and it's the suit of a soldier for your southeastern son. Well, tell mom not to worry if she's taking it hard. Never thought I'd see action back when I joined the Guard. Well, all this will be over more later than soon, as a road and a letter beneath the big Afghan moon. Won't you light a lantern for me? I'll be gone, but not for long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on? Light a lantern for me. I'll be gone, but not long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on?
All right, everybody, we're back. We're back with our guest, Big Kenny.
Woo! All right. Good to see you guys.
Good. Thank you so much for taking some time to entertain us tonight. And I know your time is precious and running quick, so we'll get started. So, the first kind of interview question I have for you is the military, and do you have any ties to the military or any? I know you've done some stuff for the military. If you want to enlighten us a little bit.
Let's see. First off, a lot of family has been in the military. My father was one of 5 brothers that served. I have my oldest brother, Rob, was an officer in the Marine Corps. He's been out quite a while, but we still shoot together quite a lot. We were actually hitting nickel-sized targets at 800 yards this past weekend.
Oh, damn.
That's always fun. Yeah. That's always fun. Over the years, man, since the year that John and I came out, before we came out, we met a fella up in Deadwood, South Dakota, became one of the most influential people in our career. Brother by the name of Niles Harris, who told us the story of the song, The 8th of November. From that, the impact that came out of that has just been absolutely phenomenal over the past 2 decades. That song helped to build the memorial for the 173rd Airborne in Fort Benning, Georgia. We've done, I can't tell you how many events. Niles and I still throw events on a pretty regular basis to raise funds for the ongoing maintenance of that memorial. I've been on the ship Mercy. I've been on the Baton amphibious vessels. I've been probably in multi-dozens of military vehicles and aircraft. I've been inside of most every service. I've been to training camps. I've been overseas with troops. I've been with troops deployed all over the and around the country and beyond. And still today on a regular basis, John and I do events as they come up, and a lot of them are catered to our ongoing interest in supporting our military. From we do quite a few just little private events with special operators, and help a friend that if had a friend for 20 years who's been building homes for vets that needed help. And right now, he does anything from replacing a roof to getting a shower put in for someone. Operation Triage, my buddy Daniel Vargas, down in San Antonio, Texas. Check him out, man. I mean, I really like to support these guys that are just out there doing it from the goodness of their heart. All the funds they raise go directly to helping people and nothing more, nothing less. So, man, I would say that our relationship with the military has just been a highlight of our career.
Well, and we sure really appreciate it. I know that I know me personally. I've seen you in concert. I've been to your place up here in South Dakota, and I've actually when I've drank beers with you at your bar there. So, but you speaking of events coming up, you guys have one coming up in Illinois on the 18th, correct?
Yes. Patriots Fest.
I got this. I'm going to throw this up so the audience can see it.
Yeah, that's got quite a rundown of talent there.
Creed Fisher. He's from around here.
Our buddy Brad Arnold, the Ultimate Jam, Ted Nugent. Wow. John and I, Big and Rich, Cowboy Troy. I mean, they've got a tremendous list of artists, and this event is being done as a fundraiser, really benefiting all these different veterans related organizations. So we're definitely looking forward to throwing down in the hometown for that one.
I think that's a hell of a show. That's a hell of a lineup you guys got there between. Well, well, and that's something. One of the questions I wanted to ask you, because a lot of times you're kind of thrown in that country music genre, especially being out of Nashville. But you really are an eclectic musician, right?
Yeah, I would say so. John and I have pretty much stood from the music mafia days. Our motto is country music without prejudice.
Right.
So, we've performed with rappers, with rockers, with, and I would say our music kind of falls in that spectrum between, old school country to classic rock and roll to rap. I mean, we've mixed all influences in it. Our motto has always been, as long as it's good, that's really what mattered. But we both just love music. So that's our number one priority. Brothers and sisters, we gathered here for one reason alone, to share our love of music. Music without prejudice. Big and rich style. Can I get an amen? Yeah.
Amen.
Well, and so how did you and John meet? What's the story with that?
Man, crazy thing. I was out with a couple of some of our friends last night, and the place where we met is called the Douglas Corner. It's been reopened. It closed down a few years ago, and then someone else reopened it. And I was there for the first time last night. It brought back a lot of memories. So I was there in the place where John and I met. Little juke joint right there on 8th Avenue in Nashville. It's probably a mile from downtown. It's across from Zany's, the comedy club. But anyway, back in 1998, I had a show there. We had a mutual friend that worked for Fender Guild Guitars named Cindy Simmons. And John had just gotten out of that other band he was in, and he was, I guess, kind of looking for his next thing or whatever. And Cindy said, she told me about John and said, she was trying to get us together because she thought we would write well together. She knew us both, but we didn't know each other. So she invited him to come out to my show. And he came out to Douglas Corner that night. He was standing in the back of the room wearing that cowboy hat and those two-tone pants he wore back then. And, at the end of the show, I was already on stage when he walked in. I can remember seeing him walking in the place. And, it probably held a couple hundred people. I mean, not a big place at all. But he walks in, and at the end of the show, always at the end of all my shows, I wanted to make sure everybody left with something. So I would, get a big bag of Halloween candy or something like that. And I think I had a bag of a double bubble that night, and I'd reach into that bag and I'm throwing, candy out. So everybody has a little something to take home with them, and try to make sure that even the folks in the back of the room had some. So I grabbed a handful and I sling it all the way to the back of the room. Piece of that bubble gum goes bam, and hits John right in his forehead between his eyes underneath of his hat brim. He says to himself, he says, I came in there and I'm thinking, what is a big Kenny? I don't know what a big Kenny is. I don't know how much I want to meet a big Kenny anyway. And then he says, after I got hit in the forehead, I knew I didn't. So Cindy was there. She was very persistent. And after I finished the show, she was made sure that, she introduced John and I. And that was our first time meeting each other.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
I may have been to a concert or two with that old band of his.
Yeah,
because I'm a little bit older than most of the guys here.
They were pretty good.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. Yeah, they were pretty good. Well, so that's the story how we met, and then we exchanged phone numbers. We said, okay, we'll try to get together and write sometime. We called, we set an appointment. John canceled once, we rescheduled. I canceled once, we rescheduled. We finally got together and wrote, and it went so well, we decided we'd write again together the next day. And that went so well, we wrote about 100 songs that year.
Oh, wow.
And how many years is that now?
Excuse me?
How many years has that been now that y'all have been together?
since 1998, so 25 years.
Wow.
Oh, the songs you guys have written. Wow.
Yeah. Written a lot of songs.
Yeah.
But that's what it's all about. And, that's what both of us believed it was all about. In Nashville, it all starts with a song. It's all about a song. And, we were so lucky to just live out some life that brought about all these great ideas for songs. And, one of them, again, being meeting Niles Harris. The first gig we ever played where the ticket said Big and Rich on a ticket was in Deadwood, South Dakota. And Niles was the bartender.
Yep.
And that was
great.
the first time we ever got, we got paid room and board and food and a bar tab and plane tickets. And the dude said after we finished the show and finished we played 2 nights in a row and stayed there like 3 nights or something.
Mm-hmm.
He said it would have been cheaper if he just paid us than to give us bar tabs.
Yeah, I've seen some of those bar tabs here in San Antonio at there's a local bar that a lot of people played at back in the day in Selma, and yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's been a blast. It's been just a tremendous ride, man. I mean, seen places I never imagined and had more fun than anyone deserves. It's been got stories for days. And, every time we're going to or coming back from a show now, we're always telling stories and laughing about things that happened 20 years ago.
And that's
awesome.
One of the questions, most people we get on here are aspiring artists. They're on their way up. Hopefully on their way up. And one of the questions I always ask them is, how do you know that you made it? What's something you can do? What's an event you can play or a venue you can play? What was it? What was that moment for you? What was it that you just hit you and you're like, fuck, I made it. I'm something.
I paid off my credit cards.
It wasn't a venue. It was the fact that you could pay off your bills.
My credit card. Man, I had over $100,000 in credit card debt.
Holy shit!
The best
lived off of credit cards. Once I'd gotten a writing deal that gave me subsistence here when I in 1995. I moved here in 94. 95, I had a writing deal. It was a 3-year deal. At the end of that deal, I got a record deal on my own, basically, but that record deal didn't work out. But it kind of got me enough to keep me going. And then I was like, I always believed in myself as a writer, and I wasn't getting offered the kind of deals that I thought I should have. And so I decided I would fund myself. I believed in myself, and I had worked a long time to earn the credit card ability to use it. So I used it.
There you go.
Boy, when I paid that thing off, though, man.
That hurt, huh?
Talking about.
It felt good.
Whoa, man, that was a feeling and a half, a good feeling.
I bet.
As you can imagine.
So
yeah, that was it. But, to be honest, when we went out with Tim McGraw in 2004, to go out there on that stage and to see, those venues that all those people show up, those seats were packed from the start, man.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just tens and tens of thousands of people. And every night you're seeing them, and they're buying you T-shirts, and they're singing your songs back to you. I mean, that was when I went, oh wow, this is happening. This is unreal. So yeah, I would say that was really the experience. I mean, the night, our record hadn't come out yet. We just finished it up, and the fella that signed us there at Warner Brothers, Paul Worley, he was friends with John and Martina McBride, and Martina actually sang on our first album. She sang on Horse with Different Colors. She's on the song "Live This Life," one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And so they knew us. We finished the record up, and Paul Worley from Warner played them the whole record. They were out one night with the McGraws having dinner, and told Tim, hey, y'all got to hear this new act that's coming out, Big and Rich. He played him the record in his pickup truck. Tim immediately calls us up and said, and John gave him a phone number. My phone rings. Hey, this is Tim McGraw. What? Huh? Who?
Holy shit!
Who's messing with me? Oh, this is Tim McGraw. Just John McBride just played me y'all's album. oh man, John McBride. Yeah. Martina's husband. He goes, yeah, no, it's really good. It's really good. I got a question for you. John, I'm like, what's that? He says, want to know if you two boys would like to go out on tour with me this year.
Oh, shit.
I'm there looking at each other like, this is unbelievable. So, I mean, that year there were just so many just mind-blowing moments like that.
Right.
You know, that when something like that happens and you've never met or talked to an act of that caliber in your life, and then they call you up and they just from hearing your record that no one's ever heard before, and you know, boom, get an offer like that. You know, we played 86 shows with him that year. He introduced us to all of his fan base.
Yeah.
You know,
I may or may not have seen you guys with Tim McGraw.
For real.
Yeah,
Awesome.
for real. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yep. Y'all were one of the very first bands in that era. I mean, I'm born and raised Texas. Well, not born, but raised in Texas. So, but yeah, I did. I saw you guys with Tim McGraw. So
Oh, awesome.
years ago.
Yeah.
In my honky tonk days.
This is our 20. We're celebrating our 2 decades of Big and Rich this year.
That's amazing.
20 years of Big and Rich. 2 decades of that. Wow. Man.
So, but did you ever imagine? Did you ever imagine, like when you went to Nashville in the 90s, that you were like you'd be here now and you'd be this big and you'd be a household name? Did that ever cross your mind, or were you just?
Well, it has to,
right?
Or you don't do it. You know, if you can't dream that and see that, then there wouldn't have been anything that led me to, you know, pack my truck up and lock the house up and decide I'm going to move to Nashville and just give it a go and see what I can do in country music. I mean, I didn't know if I was going to just be a songwriter, but I was going to perform. I mean, I knew I was going to get out there and give it everything I had. And, you know, I dreamed of being on the big stages. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you got to see it and you got to put one foot in front of the other and just continue walking towards it until you get there. And then next thing you know, as you're putting in your 10,000 hours and your next 10,000 hours and you're putting in all this time and, you know, you're building up just this credibility, you know, great songs and great performance ability and all these things start adding up. And the next thing you know, people start showing up and want to support you and want to help you. And then next thing you know, Tim McGraw calls you up and asks if you want to go on tour.
Do you think that's the same now with like social media and stuff like Spotify or TikTok or, you know, I think of guys like
what it would have been like for John and I if we'd had social media when we first came out. I think we'd be bigger than today. I think we'd be even bigger. You know, there was none of that. When we started the Music Mafia shows on Tuesday nights here, you know, which is kind of what all these us and all these other artists got signed out of. You know, the only way we could communicate with people is either by calling them up or one of our fourth godfather, Corey Gearman, he would had a book we'd pass around every week so people could put their email addresses in it. So you could keep in touch with them like that. But man, social media has just opened up a whole new thing. I mean, wow. You know, kids they can, if that's their game, that's the way they want to play it, man. They can make a song. You can put it out to the people right then on the spot. I've seen quite a few acts that have broken out completely from social media.
Right.
And it seems like that's really what the labels sign off of anymore. So yeah, acts that are breaking out on social media don't even have labels, don't even need them.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's a whole different game. Not to say anyone's better than the other or anything. However you get out there, that's great. You know, I mean, social media has a lot of positives to it. It has some negatives to it too. So, you know, you can't hardly go anywhere without having cameras pointed at you this day and age. So,
right.
You know, that's unusual. But it's all cool. It's all good. You know, I'm glad we came out when we came out. And, you know, if I was out today, I'm sure it would be different, but I'd still be just going at it with whatever tools I had to try to get there.
Right. Well, because I know in one of your previous interviews, I've been kind of watching some stuff of yours, and you said that when you first came to Nashville, you were working as a farmer. Like you thought of it as like you put in your 10, 12 hours a day writing music and just kept going. Like,
and no matter how late I stayed out at night, I got up in the morning and I wrote. And, you know, I wrote every day, and I'd go out and perform at night. It was just nonstop. I went at it with a vengeance. I went at it like I was an entrepreneur in the entertainment business, which I was.
Right.
I hadn't been here 3 months. I had a band together, and I was playing 3-4 nights a week in Nashville.
Right.
It was just, you gotta put in the work, man. It ain't no doubt about that part of it. You've got to put in the time to get good enough that people want to, invest their time and energy in supporting you. So yeah, I went at it like I did with the farm, with my work ethic from being raised on a farm served me well when I moved to town.
Yeah. And now that you've been doing this for 20 years, you've been Big and Rich for 20 years. You guys are still writing music. You're still performing. You're still touring. Like, does it make it easier after 20 years? Like, can you just write a song and be like, this is a banger. This is going to make me $1 million. This is the next big hit. Or when you sit down and write music, or is it still kind of like hit or miss when you're writing?
I would say that it's magical when one comes. When a song hits you, it's just magical. If you have to work at writing a song, then it is work, and it is work. I mean, writing songs is not necessarily the easiest thing to do. Although I've had songs just that popped in my head in 30 minutes. Last Dollar popped in my head in 30 minutes. There was a reason that it happened, and I feel like you just kind of have to keep your antennas up all the time, and then when it's supposed to come to you, it comes to you. So yeah, I would say that that's just magical. When it happens, is magic. And when John and I get together and work on anything anymore, it's it's fun. It's always exciting when you come up with something. We don't spend as much time writing as we did then in the beginning, because all we had to do was write then. We weren't out touring. We didn't have children. Life changes a little bit as you grow up.
Yeah.
But we're still out, banging the road now and playing shows and doing this Freedom Fest. We're doing all the Rock the Country festivals this year with our brother Kid Rock and Jason Aldean. And just a plethora of other great acts on that too. Cowboy Troy, Gretchen's out. We're doing some shows this year with Gretchen, which is awesome. The original Redneck Woman. I mean, it's so fun to sing with her on stage. It kind of brings back the whole Music Mafia experience for us. Man, that was just some of the best times ever. It's just getting together with your friends. All of them kind of have a different style of singing, but we supported each other and backed up each other. So it's fun to be on stage with her and Cowboy Troy and DJ Sinister and the Atomic Cowboy Band. It's just a blast. I so look forward to getting on stage with them, and I so look forward to performing. It's still just as much of a rush today as it ever was.
And so, as a singer and a songwriter, I know like they're both different forms of art, but which one are you most proud of? When someday when everyone's standing around at Big Kenny's funeral, and they said he really did X well, would you rather be singing or songwriting? Which one do you think which one's your biggest impact on the music scene?
I mean, they both are. I mean, kind of the way it ended up was I turned out to be one of those artists that, wrote songs and, was blessed to be able to sing them too. So I would say they both are, but again, it starts as a songwriter. So, I would say that is probably going to stick around when I'm gone. So, those songs will still be playing on the jukebox. Those other artists will still be singing them. You cannot go. If you were here in Nashville a couple of weeks ago,
I was.
and you probably went in bar after bar after bar and noticed that probably within the first 4 songs, they played either a Big and Rich song or a song that Big and Rich wrote.
I could literally not get away from y'all because I went to Gatlinburg, and I don't know if you've seen or been there recently, but there's a horse riding a cowboy, and they are playing y'all's song in the background. And it's mechanical and it's crazy. And I was just like, there they are again. There they are again.
Yeah. You can't walk in a bar in
No.
Lower Broad and that you're within the first 4 songs, you're going to hear 1 to 4 of songs that John and I had some impact in.
Oh, definitely. And it's that way all over Texas.
Horse, you're going to hear Coming to Your City. You're going to hear Here for the Party. You're going to hear Hicktown. You're going to hear, any number of those songs.
Yeah. It's that way in Texas too. I don't think there's many places I can go around here that you guys aren't being played within the first, 2 or 3, even with cover bands. I mean, somebody's always playing you guys. Yep. So you definitely have a lasting effect for sure.
That's it. Yeah. We came out with a bang, man. And the style of music had a tremendous impact at that time. And, a lot of artists today that have come out since then, have said that, John and I impacted them, that was what, inspired them, that they could make the kind of music they wanted to and, have the kind of career that they dreamed of. So, yeah, man, it's pretty amazing. Well, it all came together. So I guess we came down to that I'll be remembered as a songwriter more than an artist if I had
Well,
I'll take you either way.
Kind of chatted about it.
Well, I guess I remember when you guys came out, and you really did, like, you didn't fit in that bubble. There was so much of that bubble, that country bubble then, you know what I mean? And you guys just blew that up, and you really did open the door for so many new artists. And it really, late 90s, early 2000s, everything fit into nice little genres. There was R&B, or there was rock, or there was, whatever, and country, and then especially country. And then you guys just like, no, we're going to blow this bitch up. We're going to be whatever we want to be. We're going to be big and rich, and we're going to have this group. And it was great. And, as someone who appreciates music, I really appreciate you guys doing that. And so,
well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, and we've got just about
we're all horses of a different color.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
Horses of a different color.
Well, we're approaching our time limit. And I really do I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart for coming on and spending some time with us tonight. And maybe next time you're in Deadwood, I'll grab a beer with you or something, or grab a drink.
That sounds great. So make sure everybody knows Patriots Fest, May 18th at the Piazza.
Yep.
Aurora, Illinois. And
Correct.
it's going to be hosted by MTV's Matt Penfield. Remember that cat?
Yeah.
I do remember that cat.
Cool. Yeah, and all these, 3 Doors Down. I love listening to Brad sing, man. I mean, that kid's got one of the coolest voices.
I may have to find a way to. Well, no, shoot, I'll be in Florida that weekend.
Car and start driving.
I'm gonna be in Florida that weekend.
Oh no! Well, you could pass through on your way to Florida.
Well, I'm flying. My job's a little bougie. They fly me.
Yep, and it's my daughter's graduation. I'm quite for certain my wife would skin me alive if I ditched graduation to come down to a concert. But
my son's graduation is the next day.
Oh, you're gonna have to hurry home.
That's one of the talking about a marker in your life is I had Lincoln was born 2005, a year after John and I first came out, and now 2024, and he's graduating high school. Wow. I mean, that's how you really know time's moving by when you watch this little one that you're just holding in the palm of your hand one day. I'll never forget holding him up in front of the stadium. We're playing with Kenny Chesney. I'm out there in front of 80,000 people, and I'm holding my little baby up there and saying, "Everybody say hi to Lincoln."
Is he your oldest?
And now he's graduating high school, man. And then look at me right now. He's as tall as I am. Stout, wonderful young man.
So he's your oldest then?
Yeah.
See, I wish I still had kids that young. I have a grandchild that's fixing to go into the 8th grade.
I have 2 stepsons that are older.
There you go.
Actually, I'm a step grandfather now also as of this year. So
congratulations.
Grandparent job is the best job. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a good gig.
Yeah. Well, thank you all so much for having me on, man. I really appreciate your time also. And to everyone out there listening, man, thanks for tuning in. Y'all are great. All the military folks out there, man, biggest respect in the world. I'm sitting here flipping a coin around that a Delta Force guy gave me here the other week. There's always somebody that I run into such an inspiring story. And I know there's so many, men and women out there that have made such a difference to this country, and in so many ways. And I just want you to know that we're proud of you, man. We respect you, and we toast you every night from our stage. We sing to you. We honor you every night on our stage. We invite veterans and active duty onto our stage every night. We tell their stories. And as Niles said, just make sure everybody knows is that story, the 8th of November, is not just about him and his brother and there that day, in 1965, but it's about all those who've served, all those who're serving today, and all those who will serve in the future, be it Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. We salute you.
Well, we salute you, sir. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your evening and hanging out with us. And we'll cut to break and let you go, and we'll be right back. Shots.
All right. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.
Watch my memory fly by, burning up and fade under the Texas sky. A shooting star in the dead of the night. You light up my heart, baby, like a firefly. These fireflies, they glow and they fade away, just like our love that has flown away. They dance in the wind, and then they're gone. Wish I could go back and make things right, like into the mystic on a summer night. My little firefly. You said that hope floats, I said that dream soar. You didn't know me from Adam, I was hoping for more. Lately I'm feeling like a rock sinking down. I wish I didn't have to pretend. Someday, somehow, I get to see your face again. These fireflies, they glow and they fade away, just like our love that has flown away. They dance in the wind, and then they're gone. I wish I could go back and make things right, like into the mystic on a summer night. My little firefly. Said our love was just a fantasy. There has to be a reason, there has to be a way to tell my heart to stop hurting this way. Since you, I think back to the place where time stood still. That Golden Gate Bridge didn't shine that bright till we danced in the mystic on a summer night. These fireflies, they glow and they fade away, just like our love that has flown away. They dance in the wind, and then they're gone. I can go back and make things right, like into the mystic on a summer night. A little firefly, my little firefly.
Hey everybody, we's back.
Hi, we're back.
So that was Big Kenny from Big and Rich. That was kind of surreal for me. That was my first big interview. I hope I didn't.
You did amazing.
Did all right. Now
you did amazing.
I'm no CQ, but I think we did fine.
I think you dazzled him with your radar questions.
I hope so. Yeah. Next time he's in town, like I said, I know Niles. I've got pictures with Big Kenny and John Rich both, and yeah,
dig them out.
There might actually be pictures. They don't need their fucking digital like on a camera. Like I think I
put it on.
Yeah, well, because they bought that joint in like 2008, that casino up there, and it's probably about from that time. So Gary said that was better than CQ. I'm gonna put that on there. Yeah, that was great.
Screenshot that bad boy.
So Jeremy said his middle son is graduating in Thompson Station. Well, that's awesome.
Thompson Station.
I don't know. That sounds cool though. I want to go there.
Yeah.
I like
is that like the school, or is that like the place they're graduating at?
I don't know.
But
we're going to have another big interview. We have another big interview scheduled for next week.
Yes.
I don't know.
Tentatively.
When we have big people, they have schedules that they need to keep. And so sometimes we, Tennessee. He's in Tennessee.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. But, I'll let you break the news to him.
So, do we want to start with I'll just start with who's coming on Friday.
No, let's start with who's coming on
to us.
Okay, that's fine. We'll do that.
So there's no guests on Thursday this week, but on Friday, Cause has Creed Fisher. If you're not familiar with him, he is an up and coming country singer. I consider him more like Texas country, but that's just me personally. He's local to Texas. He actually hangs out at the bar that I used to frequent a lot. Definitely come check him out. He is the rising outlaw country star. I guess that's why I call Texas country, because we have like an outlaw. Yeah,
the Texas country. Texas country is a whole genre.
Yeah.
You got bands like Cross Canadian Ragweed and like Casey Donahue and stuff. That's a whole different venue. Yeah.
So he'll be on Friday with Cause. Then we have on the Monday edition, World War II veteran Jack Morin will be the Monday edition to talk about his time in the service and how he will be one of the veterans honored during the Memorial Day concert in Washington, D.C. this year. So he will be on Monday night on the Monday edition. And then that rolls back around to us on Wednesday. We've got Ted Nugent coming on, guys.
Fuck yeah.
Tentatively.
Uncle Ted.
But we have Ted Nugent coming on next Wednesday. I originally was not going to be here, and we did have someone volunteer to come in and co-host for me, but I did discuss things with the bosses.
Oh.
And the bosses are totally cool with me having Thursday evening off. And since it's an hour later in Florida, I thought, and then I found out we're going to panhandle, so it'll be the exact same time. So I can do it.
You asked for Wednesday night off, right?
Yes, Wednesday.
Because you just said Thursday.
I meant Wednesday. Sorry.
Okay. You're like, fuck yeah, I got Thursday night off. Well, good having Thursday night off, because
Well, I fly in on Wednesday. And I was afraid I wasn't going to get where we need to get, but we're flying into Panama City, which is only like 30 minutes. And then I can be in the room settled and ready to go. So sorry, Coach.
Oh no, poor Coach.
I am redacting my DA-31.
Oh no.
And I will be there for the Ted Nugent interview.
Oh.
Sorry, Coach. Sorry, my bad.
Ted Nugent's going to be fun too. Ted Nugent is also going to be on this tour. With Three Doors Down and Big and Rich. And
so is Creed Fisher.
Yep.
Coincidence? I think not.
So yeah, in Aurora, Illinois. Not too far outside of Chicago. So
if I wasn't going to be in Florida,
I would love to be able to go to that.
That would be I have a feeling that's going to be a really great show.
I should have asked him to bring it to Deadwood.
Here, hold on. Let me just ask you.
Well, not that one, but okay. But it said something about like, maybe possibly other cities too, and da 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 da.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, send a thing in. Come to Deadwood. Woo!
He actually is in Deadwood quite often. And this is how I know that him and John Rich are good dudes, because they'll just like show up at the VFW with like a guitar and like buy beers for everybody and fucking jam out. And the VFW in Deadwood is about the size of 2 mouse traps.
My office, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really small. But here's the deal. It's really intimate. You know what I mean? It's really cool. It's really fun. I talk shit, but it's actually, the bingo hall is actually pretty good. It's in like a really old historical building from like the 1900s, the early like 1902. I think the building was built, and so
cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool vibe they have there for them to just come in and, you know, they basically pay everyone's tab and drink some beers with everybody and hang out, and they're really That's personable, fun. Nice people. And you know, and I understand that, like, it's probably tough. Like he was talking about with social media, everyone's got a camera right in your shit all the time. Like I hate that. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's kind of nice for them to be able to just kind of sneak away and hang out with the vets. And they really do, like, I wish we had more time because Big Kenny does a lot of philanthropy.
Yes, he does.
He donates.
Man, his resume for philanthropy is so long.
And so I would, and it's also part of a testament. He didn't spend the whole half hour talking about all the cool shit he does for other people. He's just like, he's like, look at my buddy who does this, you know, Rocco Vargas, and look at this and look at the stuff these guys do. And he doesn't take credit for that, but he does so much for veterans. He helps donate to, like, the Warrior Foundation and stuff. Al Swearengen's been dead for a while, Jay, but actually Al Swearengen was a real person, and the place that he owned, the building's burned down, but there's places there that resemble it.
Oh shit, I'm going to be close to Heath. Am I going to be close to you? Do you want to come visit me on my trip?
Yeah.
Bring your girlfriend.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You guys should hang out. He should join you in the... Don't have him join you for the first hour.
Yeah, because we don't want him telling Ted Nugent how he's so fucking in shape for a 50-year-old.
Because Ted might.
It'll be a big.
How old is Ted? Ted Nugent's.
Oh, Ted's older. Hold on, I will tell you how old Ted is. Can you get it to me?
I got it right now.
Before I do.
I got it right now. Wikipedia. Ted Nugent he's born in 1948. So he's 75 years old. I tell you what, though, he does not look bad for being 75 years old.
No, not at all.
No.
He's closer to my mom's age than my mom is to my. Wow.
So that's cool. Like, but I hope that he can come on and Ted Nugent too does a whole lot for veterans and philanthropy stuff. And like I said, I wish we had a little bit more time with Big Kenny to talk about that, but we didn't. So it's unfortunate.
That's okay. He has done a lot of stuff though. Just to give you all a quick little rundown. He talked about the 173rd Airborne Brigade National Memorial. He did talk about that, but he has also gotten the President's Award for Excellence in Arts. He's done work in Sudan. He was named December Darfur Hero. He has done Nashville for Africa, mountain coal removal in Appalachia. He's done more work in Sudan. He did the UN World Food Program. He's done work in Haiti. I mean, literally, this list just goes on and on. This man gives back and gives back, and he really does. He's a great human, honestly.
Right. And that's a lot of that stuff. I mean, I don't know how many people in Sudan listen to Big and Rich, but they'll probably never know the guy that is helping him with the well or doing whatever. Like, it's great. He's not. Sometimes when people do that stuff, they stand there and get all the pictures, and you know what I mean. Like, he's not doing that shit. He's just doing it because he's a good person, and
exactly.
And that's, you know, we talked earlier about people that aren't too far from you. I'm not going to name any names because I got some people mad in the chats. But anyway, but talking about people who take that fame, that little bit of fame and fortune, and it goes to their head and they become jackasses.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's other people who take that fame and fortune, and I'll even go back as far as like the Music Mafia stuff. Like when Big and Rich became big, they took their platform and put their friends and people that were also in that same boat on that pedestal with them, and brought them up. You know what I mean? And that's the true, when people do things like that, that elevates them as well. And I hope that that's something, you know, with people like that and people like us, like, you know, the rising tide rises all ships, and you don't have to, you know, you don't have to put anybody else down to get you up. So, hey, Travis, we're not on staff duty, but I'm in my basement, son. Fuck that. Yeah, Sky Soldiers, Gary. And actually,
it's technically staff duty if I was protecting anything, but I'm not.
I'm not protecting shit. I have DD-214, son. That sucks, buddy. I'm sorry you're on staff duty, but you know what? How you got what, once a month? Not bad.
I don't know what they do, how they run they do it off of the what-you-call-it, don't they?
I don't know. What they do.
What's that form called when they pull staff duty? They pull all the names off of something. God, I do not miss being 42 Alpha. Charlie 10? Is that what it's called? The Charlie 10 roster?
Maybe. I don't know. That's Banky.
Did I just remember something?
Oh my God. I don't remember shit. DA6. The DA6.
Oh, DA6. Ah, well, I was close. Charlie 10, DA6, whatever.
I don't remember any of that shit. It's been fucking.
I have not worked as a 42 Alpha since the 42 Alpha. 2000 and since I was at that field artillery unit, and that was at Fort Sill. So that was like 2002.
Whoa, that was like 20 years ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm old. In case y'all didn't know.
Yeah, we're old.
I'm old.
You know what I love, though?
I did the hand thing and screwed up the camera again. God damn it.
I love how, speaking of screwed up cameras, I'm really sorry that during the interview, all that shit was going. I wonder if I was fucking screwing up like broadband or some shit. That was weird. My computer, I had to like completely restart it, and then yours was like flashing on and off, and it was fucking weird. We probably had a fucking tornado or some stupid shit.
Yeah, my daughter, they said in Kansas today, like a tornado hit down like 10 minutes from her house. What's with tornado season, people?
Well, it is tornado season.
I don't like it.
A couple of years ago, we had fucking, it was a Tuesday night. I was on with CQ, and we had fucking like baseball size hail broke out all the windows on the other side of my house.
No, thank you.
Yup. So, but anyway, so next week, let's just go ahead and wrap things up. It's almost 8.
Wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up. So, yeah, you've been listening to us here in the Smoke Pit. I'm Radar. She's TeeZee. We are here nearly every Wednesday. We're same bat time, same bat channel right here. We had a very special guest, Big Kenny from the musical duo Big and Rich. I hate calling them country, and nothing against them. I just feel like that's almost doing them a disservice sometimes.
No, you can call them music artists.
Yeah,
country
musical duo. I like musical duo.
Because that works.
Like I said, I remember those days when you almost had to be like, fucking, you had to sound just like Garth Brooks to like make money.
Or you had to look and dress just like George.
Yes,
Strait,
yep. You had to be George Strait or Garth Brooks, and or be a fucking carbon copy of them.
Yeah.
So, and then some people were like talking shit, like when Kenny Chesney kind of like was like, "No, I don't got to do that shit no more." Like, I remember
he's wearing a ball cap and flip flop.
He's wearing a ball cap and flip flop, talking about the fucking beach and shit. Like, fuck yeah, dude. If you want to live on the beach, you fucking live on the beach, son. I don't give a fuck. Like, people were like, "Oh man, remember the Tennessean?" Yeah, okay, well, he fucking can be both, dude. You ever been to a lake, motherfucker? I bet you got flip flops on sometimes. Chill the fuck out.
There you go. Exactly.
Yep. So, but yeah, and so Big and Rich really, I think, allowed artists to expand, and I think that's been great. And I know people talk shit about like fucking country music as of late, and like the bruh country, and sometimes I talk shit about bruh country. But here's the deal: they make money. People listen to their shit. Right.
Obviously, they're doing a good goddamn job.
If just because I don't like their music, just because when I put on my radio, I don't prefer to listen to their music. Does not mean that doesn't have a place in music. And I think that bands like Big and Rich really helped shape that thought process in music, especially in country music. But it just they blew the doors off. They didn't just kind of knock and come in. They just threw a grenade in that bitch and blew up Nashville. And I think that's why you still hear songs on the jukebox of them. You still hear, their songs are still played on the radio, and they still fill up fucking events like this event in Illinois. I bet it's packed. I bet it's sold out. And it's in fucking Aurora, Illinois. It's not like they're playing in they're not playing in Dallas.
No.
You know what I mean? They're not playing in fucking Denver, Kansas City. They're playing in Aurora, outside of Chicago. They're not playing in Chicago. They're having something that's tailored to veterans, and they're not trying to fill up fucking the United Center or whatever in Chicago. They're trying to make it affordable for people to go to, and like I said, that's awesome. But I'll put their bill back up, and that's on May 18th, so a week from this Saturday, in Aurora, Illinois. If you're in the area, please go. All proceeds go to help. There's 3 different veterans charities that they're going to be helping out. Holly says, I remember them.
You can get ticks at patriotsfest.com.
Mm-hmm. Holly says, I remember them filming Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. People lost their minds over them shutting down the bridge downtown. I bet. I bet.
And Holly, I need to get with you. Girl, I was just in Nashville 2 weeks ago. I wish I had realized. I'm going to have to message you.
But anyway, so you've been listening to us and our fantastic guest. It always takes us 45 minutes to fucking end this show.
Because
I love it.
We're talkers.
We're talkers. You have to be. We're doing talk radio. You have to be a little bit of a talker. I think is this talk radio?
We are chatty Cathys.
We are.
Yeah, I guess technically this is. I'm trying to get my stupid stop. Okay.
Anyway, so tomorrow night is Soren's Time with Ice and Spanky. Do they have a guest tomorrow?
Not tomorrow night.
Monday,
yes.
Ice as a guest.
Yes.
Is this Friday Night Freedom?
Right. This Friday night is Friday Night Freedom, and they have a guest.
Yep. And then Saturday is a Dawn's a Day. No Spanky activities. Nashville's currently getting demolished with tornadoes.
Nope.
Is it?
Uh-oh. Well, I told you my daughter lives just north of there in Kentucky, and they got hit with them today.
Yeah, and then Mom was saying they're in Ohio and shit too, right?
Yeah, tornadoes are all over the freaking
and
place.
flooding.
I need to check on my sister because my sister's in Knoxville and see if she's got any of this bad language.
I hope everyone's okay. Dude, honestly, tornadoes are one of the scariest things to me. Just because they fucking come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? The few tornadoes.
One hit our PT field when I was stationed at Fort Stewart.
Yep.
In 98, I want to say. Picked up our truck and moved it 5 spaces over and blew all the windows out of it.
It's fun crazy. I don't want anything to do with tornadoes. Tornadoes scare me. Hail, don't give a shit about fucking hurricanes. Because hurricanes come, hurricanes are coming. You get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah. Tornado, it was 6:30, 6 o'clock in the morning when the alarms went off.
How long they're getting hit with it now? You have a tornado warning. You have a tornado warning time now.
Are you in your closet under a mattress listening to us?
She's laying in her bathtub with a mattress over here listening to the show.
She's got her iPad. She's laying down. Oh my God, guys.
Holly, please don't fucking have my face be the last thing you see on this earth. I would feel horribly for you. Holy shit. She said Murray County, Tennessee has declared a mass casualty event. 45 minutes south of Nashville.
Thanks. Now I'm paranoid.
Oh, that sucks. I'm just joking. Okay, seriously, 45 miles is a long way for a tornado, but fucking be careful. It just passed. She said it just passed. They have more coming. Well, fucking, don't let my ugly mug be the last thing you ever see on this earth. I would feel sorry.
Send us a message in the morning, Holly.
Yes, let us know you're okay.
One of us, let us know you're okay.
Yeah.
Because now I'm going to stress, not for a bad reason, but just because I'm a mom and I stress.
Yes.
So definitely, please give us an update that you're all right.
Yeah. Let's see. Wow.
Oh, wow. I just pulled up okay. Yeah. It's about to hit where my sister lives. So I just sent her a message.
Well, hopefully she's fucking hiding out right now.
She says not so far. Okay. Cause look, this is.
Your camera's going to fucking move away from it.
There it is.
Oh,
That's
dang.
what's going on right now, y'all.
Fuck that.
Oh, and they've got more coming through. Dang.
Is it going to hit Augusta? It's going to hit Fort Gordon? Oh, no, it's saying north of Augusta. Okay, you're fine.
North, yeah.
Still, if you're listening and you're in the path of tornadoes, get to safety. Please be safe.
Yes. Do not chase it. Do not go outside and film it. Don't be Texans and go outside and take pictures.
Yep.
Just go where you're safe.
Yep. I grew up in Iowa. and you can see a fucking tornado coming for like 25 minutes. Actually, here too, parts of South Dakota too, you can see for fucking. One that guy who was on here earlier asked about North Dakota. Like the highway to North Dakota is like right. I drive it on my way to work, and it's seriously, TeeZee. It's seriously. I'm not even joking. It's dead arrow straight for like 150 miles. There's not a curve.
So it's like 10 between San Antonio and El Paso.
Yep. There's not a curve in the fucking road. It's just ridiculous. And you can just see it. The ribbon of asphalt going all the way to the fucking horizon in a straight line. It's the most depressing thing in the world.
Wow. That's why El Paso is so sad, because it's so depressing to get there.
Yep. Gary said, grab a beer and watch a show. Yeah. If you're experienced, if you like live where I live and you can see for 45 miles and see the fucking tornado coming, you can do that. But if you're in like Appalachia,
if you got mountains and stuff in the way, and you got no, go somewhere safe. Find a ditch.
Yep, Jason.
Go to an interior room.
Jay's
go to a basement.
Jay said, just like driving on a pool table. Absolutely. If that pool table is 120 miles long, God, it sucks.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's got some hills, but there's not a fucking curve in that road. Anyway, and it's fucking dead ass north too. Like your little compass in the car doesn't even not even like northeast sometimes or some shit. Nope, it's dead ass north south.
Just dead ass.
God, that fucking road sucks.
Oh Lordy.
Like driving from here to Denver, at least like the road curves and there's like topographical features and shit. Oh, fucking South Dakota sucks. Anyway, where are we at? See where Dawn's a day. Monday is the Monday.
You missed Saturday.
Oh.
You didn't talk about
Saturday is the day of no spanky activities. Mm-hmm.
That's right. So that was the last one, Saturday.
Yep. And then let's see, Sunday is the sports bar. Coach. Oh, damn it. I was gonna give them shit. Because they were talking shit about Caitlin Clark, and then she went out and scored like 22 points in her first fucking game.
Well, that's
remember everyone was like, well, she can beat up some college kids. Wait till she comes to the WNBA. She fucking got like, she got a fucking double-double. Might have got a triple-double.
Damn.
Yeah. Fucking, she played amazing. It was great. But anyway, I don't want to talk shit about it. But anyway, let's see. Monday's the Monday edition. They have a World War II veteran. Damn it.
Yes, they do.
I'm to listen to that.
I'm excited. I'm going to listen in on that one for sure.
Seth said, who even is Angel Reese? Not scoring 23 points in her first game. That's what she ain't doing. Oh, dang. Holly said it hit East Tennessee earlier this afternoon. Lots of flooding and hail. Ooh, that sucks. This is so scary to me. Especially now it's dark. Is it dark there? It's got to be dark there, right? It's like 9 o'clock there and it's dark, and fucking tornadoes in the dark are scary as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I want to know.
No, thank you.
Let's see. But Tuesday's Pop Culture Warrior with CQ, or is he still on vacation?
I did not see anything about him being on vacation, but I also didn't see anything about his show. So let me double check. Somebody has a DA31 in.
I think it's him.
It might be him.
I thought he was off on Tuesday.
Very possibly.
But anyway, whether he's there or not, normally he's there on Tuesdays, and he's got a great show. CQ is good, and you should listen to his show
for sure.
And then next back to us right here next Wednesday with Ted Nugent, and I am super stoked about that too. I've never met Ted Nugent though. I've met Big Kenny and John Rich, and those are amazing dudes. Like I said earlier, I was bromancing on him a little bit. I was a little fanboy a little bit, but Ted Nugent is awesome too. Ted Nugent does so much for veterans, and he's a philanthropist as well. And like I said, those dudes are giving back to us
for sure.
And I know that not to be all sappy or whatever, but sometimes that stuff like that really does wonders for people, it does. So
for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Seth says game didn't get on TV. Oh, Angels Reese's game didn't get on TV. Oh,
good Lord.
Oh, shucks. No, I'm talking shit, but you know what? They're fucking better at basketball than my ass. My fat ass ever be. I'm short and fat and white. There's no way I'm fucking beating anybody at basketball. I'm just saying.
Me neither. Don't feel bad.
No. But anyway, it is a little bit after 8. I think we should wrap things up.
Works for me.
So you will be here next week.
Yes,
Allegedly.
I will be here. I'm going to withdraw that DA 31.
All right.
I will be here.
So you will be here,
La-di-da.
and if you're not, well, I guess Cos or Coach.
I'll know
Coach will still fill in.
100% for sure that morning.
Yep.
But I can 99% say I will be there. So if for 1% I'm not, I'll just have Coach on standby.
All right. Well, I'm gonna send us out. You know, in the spirit of the 173rd Airborne Division, I'm gonna send another Sky Soldier your way, Mark Ridge, who's also in the 173rd. We'll end with "I Ain't a Rich Man" by Mark Ridge. So, I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. Come back next week for Uncle Ted and Radar and TeeZee. So,
see y'all next time.
All right, y'all have a good night. Shots.
Bye.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
I come from a lifetime of hard labor and dirty hands. Holes in the soles of both of my boots and grease stains on my pants. I never laid eyes on a silver spoon, Lord, I never had a glance. It ain't a high-class living, got my weed and ribbon, so I really don't give a damn. But when it comes to the hard times, yeah, buddy, I've seen them all. Well, I've spent my nights in some busted dives, drank a river of alcohol. And I've broken my back harvest time, working 90-hour weeks. Well, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. They say that money won't make you happy. Let me give it a try. 'Cause I've been working like a dog in the summer heat, going broke on overtime. Oh, I sing my song for the working folk. Go on and raise your beer with me. Sing, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. But when I finally break these shackles and I ain't counting out these dimes, when I can play my songs all night long and leave this job behind, you can bet you can find me grinning on the day I'm finally free, singing, I ain't a rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be. Singing, I ain't no rich man, I ain't no rich man, but damn, I wanna be.